Good everyone, welcome to today's video, and today we have a subscriber request by ItsFilips, and today he's requested a tank. Okay, I mean, I don't mind doing tanks, but today he's requested the BT-5. Now these little guys were part of the infamous cavalry sort of tanks, similar to how Britain had their cruiser tanks. This and the BT-7 were the most common, whilst the T-26 was used as an infantry support vehicle. These were meant to just charge ahead, exploit flanks and things like that. They weren't really meant to brawl with any tanks. I mean, they could with a decent 45. They were perfectly capable of taking on the Japanese tanks. But tell that to my Hargo, who's been struggling to deal with these little shits. Yeah, I'm still working on the Hargo Commander's marker distinction. It's taking forever. That's why I did the review early. The BT-5 is obviously the first of the two reserve tanks you'd get for the USSR. The other one being the T-26, which makes perfect sense. And this is the little speed demon, as I call it. With a top speed of 33 miles an hour and an engine horsepower of 365, you're going to get there fast. And, well, you do pay the price, so to speak, in, let's just say, armor. So we'll start out with the front plate. Obviously, the thickest part is 40mm here. No one ever shoots there, though, so don't expect it. Then you've got a 30 there. Again, no one ever shoots that. You've got 15 along the sides, 13 here, which is where my Hargo tends to penetrate, and the driver's port is 20mm. Front of the turret is 15. The gun mantlet's actually overlapping in some areas, so it's actually pretty trollish, with 20 and 15 overlapping here. It's not a bad turret, but once people get your side, that's the end of you. Side armor's 15, rear's 13, with the lower part here being 10. So obviously this thing's not about armor, it's all about speed. This thing's meant to exploit flanks, exploit as much as it can, get into a good position fast, and use its high rate of fire with 3.5 seconds of reload. And, well, kill targets, really. That's what it's meant to do. So obviously, I'm not going to be firing solid shot because I declare firing solid shot out of this thing a sin. We're going to be firing the APHE round, or the APHE BC, which is a 69mm capable round. Clearly Stalin had a bit of a fetish. And we get just under 30 grams of TNT equivalent. AIX2, the explosive type you can see there, is actually much more powerful than TNT equivalent. So, well, it's meant to be a more powerful explosive type for less powder, so to speak. It would be equivalent to about 10 kilograms less overall. So it saves a bit on the shell's weight, which I find interesting. Now, obviously, I do have mixed feelings about the BT-5. Obviously, these things half the time act like they're freaking stabilized. And, well, they're just... Far too many players go for the Russian tanks. I don't know why. Yes, there's a bit of Russian bias here and there, but we'll just see how we do. So let's jump right in. But I haven't driven the BT-5 in quite some time. ItsFilips, if you're even thinking about requesting the BT-7, don't worry, that's coming up in the Talisman series when we get around to Russian tanks. So, don't really want to do that early, so to speak. I'm actually kind of glad you suggested the BT-5. The BT-5 is, well, the BT-7 I should really say, literally changes nothing. Just an upgraded engine, bit more armor in places, but the same gun. I think the same top speed applies as well. And here we are on Advance to the Rhine. Conquest 4, so that's in the centre of the park, so I've got a good idea of where I'm heading. And I'm going to show off another spot that I use. Dave Schilling knows about this spot. Obviously, you do need a fast tank, and the BT-5 is perfectly designed for it. So we're going to try and get there as quickly as possible and just see how we do. I believe I have backups on the BT-5. Yes, I do. I'm going to need more shells than that. I'll tell you that right now. Now, I am going to carry 5 solid shot in case you see a BT, well, not a BT, a B1 Biz. Oh, good. We've got the Russians on our team, so we won't need the solid shot. Sorry, why did I say the Russians? I meant the French. You know me, I'm not going to sugarcoat it, I'm just going to do live recordings as I usually do. So, already down there. The thing I like about the BT-5 is that it's only a 3-speed, which typically you'd see on only really early cars, but this thing only needs 3 gears. As you can tell, we're already at full speed, because it's such a light tank. And it's got such a powerful engine, we can just rush my spot. Obviously, you're not guaranteed to beat the enemies here. That's one thing to take into consideration. And if you try it in a heavy tank, good luck getting there before anyone else, is all I'll say. So this here is the spot that I like to use. Hit the brakes, and it won't go right by. Because then you can sit in binos and just park the tank here and reverse whenever you need to pull out for a shot. As well as side scrape. What's that retard doing? Yeah, that explains it. This is a nice little spot to go to, however. Sorry about that, just knocked my microphone there. You don't tend to get a lot of action on this side most of the time, but when you get a lot of people who rush this side, is when it gets intense. A Puma can get here pretty fast, so a Puma or a pack wagon or a dirt wagon would work perfectly fine here as well. So my phone's just going off then. Yeah, I don't think there's going to be any enemy tanks coming down here, but obviously knowing my sodding luck, I'll pull out, head down there, and I'll get sniped immediately, so... Oh, speak of the devil, Panzer II. That was a horrible shot. Only just missed him, but even so. That was a terrible shot on my part. Hit, non-pen, that's fair. Shit, we've got Panzer III right there. Got a crit, got a commander. Where is he? I think that's him there. This is the thing I hate about stormy maps. They're not very appropriate for tanks because you can barely see anything. And another thing about a BT is it didn't exactly come with smoke grenade launchers. I'm going to use the cover of that smoke. Hang on. That ricocheted. Alright, he's getting a bit close for comfort now. I see your turret there, mate. He's somehow bounced off us, we bounced off him. I'm damaging his gun breech, but I'm hitting the additional armor on the breech. That's perfect, went straight for the commander's hatch. Right, now we can use this time to reverse. He's now dead, good. We can now use this time to move up into a better position. Of course, the enemies are rushing the frickin' spawn. You can see them there. I don't get why they do it. It is frickin' cancerous. They're not helping their team. I mean, they're already down on a cap, and yet they're just rushing our frickin' spawn. I'm gonna come watch this road a second, but since there's nothing here, the B1 Biz should really be at the capture point here. I'm gonna make my way down there. Might as well. This is the problem though, you have to be much more situationally aware on these sorts of maps because, well, you can barely see anything, people. That's Panzer III, or was. I'll take that, first kill. 2 assists, I mean, I'm not expecting much, obviously, level 100 low tier, you will get a load of shit just for being here. But I don't play the BT-5 anymore. I used to play this thing a lot. Especially in like when I was starting out playing tanks. I started playing this thing and I absolutely freaking loved it. Not just because of the APHE content, but hello, Panzerjäger. Loader. It's probably gonna beat us here. Oh, we just beat him to the fire then, or the shot. That was lucky, but don't try to look like that again, is all I'll say. This is too quiet. This is too quiet. Not to sound like Spider-Man here, but my spider sense is tingling. I can see a shit ton of markers on the map. My spider sense is really tingling right now. Yeah, oh my Jesus! Look at all of them. That's an M1139. Yep, spider sense, I can hear him. Right inside. Panzer 2. Got rid of him. Oh god. Thank god I'm like Spider-Man in a way. And also I have my volume pretty high on my PS, on my headset. That's him dealt with. Where's that Panzer 3? Commander Gunner, that's what I wanted. One right through the front, job done. Oh god, that's a whole knee. Back up, back up. That's a whole knee. And I've just dropped RD in the wrong place. Go me. I'm an idiot. He might try to flank. Why would you fire at the track of a BT-5, you moron? Bloody hell. Alright, I'm bored now because we're probably going to get overrun at this rate. I can hear the little shit, but I don't know where he is. If I remember rightly, it was an AS-42. Let's flak Panzer. Probably gonna die here, people. Oh, you got him. You legend, Pats him. Got our loader, and obviously we're only a 3-crew vehicle. Cool, blimey. That got intense. Went from 1 kill to 6, just like clicking my fingers here, but obviously you won't be able to hear it. There we go. I'm gonna go back to the A point, get ourselves a loader. It helps that I've been somewhat using the 45 when I was doing the T26 Premium, which I still need to get some footage for. I'll probably end up doing that today. Just get some footage in it, I don't care, like 3 kills, 4 kills, I don't care, as long as I get some of it. That's usable. Surprisingly, our gunner didn't die from that. Alright, just waiting on the crew replenishment, and let's go. Alright, well we got that was a H51. Nice one, P26. And at the moment, our team is now pushing their spawn, which they really shouldn't be. That's just... I mean, we've still got a load of enemy tanks to deal with, so... apologies about that, 1 second. Get out of the way. That's why you don't press cruise control and leave the tank drive itself when you're trying to close down Facebook. I always seem to forget doing that. I swear I need like a note on my desktop that says, like, just the desktop background should just be like, remember to shut down anything that can make a bloody noise. Alright, the King of the Steel Clubbers is up at the moment. We just lost a tank on that side. That's uncomfortable. So now, where was that I go home, or I go hangar as I used to call it? Oh, there he is. I'm in a bit of a bad spot here. Oh, he's gonna do that trick. That's pathetic. He's gonna get our driver and he's just gonna shoot heat into us. That's crappy, dude. That is really crappy. Yep, he had us there. Couldn't really do much. I hate it when scummy players do things like that. Oh, really? Fuck off, it's Diesel. Diesel doesn't explode. Well, yeah, we might as well drag another fucking... I swear, Diesel is less flammable than frickin' petrol, Gaijin. You know that, right? How come T-34s can take hits left, right, and centre? And oh god. I took one hit to the fuel tank, which didn't even kill my gunner. Yeah, the prick died. Seems I just don't have Russian bias on my side. Well, 6 kills, 3 assists, 1 death, which shouldn't have happened. I swear, every time I get hit in like a Sherman in the fuel tank, it instantly blows up. But yeah, every time I'm in a Russian tank, it blows up. I don't bloody get it. Load of bollocks in my opinion, but hey ho, guess we just didn't have Russian bias on our side too much. So, thank you to ItsFilips for requesting the BT-5. Obviously, that bullshit with a fuel tank. I'm sorry, but T-34s eat heat rounds from my P-40 all day long and they do not explode. And yet my BT explodes. I don't freaking know. Hey ho, Gaijin and their bullshit. I don't get why he was even firing heat at a BT in the first place. You can kill it with AP quite comfortably. But, whatever. We tried our best. We got a decent game out of it. 6 kills, 3 assists. So, once again, thank you to ItsFilips for requesting the BT-5. I do love this little guy, I will admit. If you've got any requests that you want to see, as usual, put them in the comments below. And I will catch you all on the next one.